This place looks deserted.
It will be interesting to see how much of the Kithra I remember still remains.
Pan, you speak for the Oracle. What can you tell me of Apollo?
I can tell you that your deeds have pleased him. Indeed, I dare say the sun shines brighter for you than for others, Jason.
And what powers does Apollo grant his champions?
The power of light, as a weapon or a shield. Gifts of clarity and insight, or healing to recover from wounds.
Tell me of Apollo's armor.
Armed with a noble purpose, the champion of Apollo stands as a golden paragon upon the field of battle. No strike can bend him from that purpose. No force of arms can divert his focused will. The blade cuts shallow against him. The blow strikes softer. Apollo may help you shine in this way. Call upon him and be bathed in his radiance.
Tell me of Apollo's healing power.
The power to heal is both mortal and divine. It is a creative force. In mortals, the art of healing depends upon the compendium of collected human knowledge. Apollo, whose understanding is perfect, heals perfectly, instantly. Apollo's healing power is a great boon indeed. Call upon him, and his light will heal you, Jason.
Speak to me of Apollo's light.
What force is stronger than the sun? The god of light. Ask to see his light. The god of sun. Ask that he shine upon you. His champions need only ask, and he will give to them his divine light, such as you have never seen. And those who stand against them will be burned and blinded by its brilliance.
Tell me of the aspects of Apollo.
Apollo's light shines brightest in the darkest times. With his aspects, your fortitude and power, your very resolve will increase as the danger you face increases.
That's all for now, Pan. Thank you.
3 things I'd hope to find. A hot meal, a warm embrace, a passable wine. 3 things we find instead: a deserted harbor, the stench of swamp gas, and bugs the size of sparrows.
This isn't a pleasure trip, Achilles.
Oh, the taste of Argos' cooking dispelled any such illusion the night we sailed from Mycenae.
What's a few ghosts, anyway?
So Kithra was once home to the Fleece?
Held in Athena's temple.
Must have been someone either very brave or very stupid to steal something from Athena.
Or very desperate. In any case, it's not the Fleece we're supposed to find here, but a descendant of Athena herself.
Understood. So I've been speaking with Lycus. He thinks it a good idea that I live among humans for a time, After we find the Fleece, of course. He says I won't ever truly know myself until I do.
I think you'd do well in a rural place. Like Arcadia, for instance. Both humans and centaurs live there. So it might feel more like home. I think you need your space. And places to hunt.
Yes, it would have to be somewhere I could hunt. I'll have to think on it more.
I've been to Kithra once or twice over the centuries, Jason. But not since the great storm afflicted the island. After that, no one heard from Kithra again. Nevertheless, perhaps I would prove useful in navigating the ruins that remain.
Yes. You'll come ashore with me.
Of course. Ready when you are. It's quiet. Either there's no one here, or they're trying hard not to be heard.
This place was once full of life. Fishermen at work, ships arriving to bring travelers from all over Greece. Further inland is Kithra village, and the temple of Athena itself.
I don't see any signs that would suggest a large group of people.
It's one of the great mysteries. One day, during a fantastic thunderstorm, everything just stopped. News from Kithra simply ceased to exist. Travelers arrived to find the island deserted and the temple sealed. Some claim they found a city of statues, as if the people had left behind monuments to themselves.
And what of the Fleece?
Kithra was once home to the Golden Fleece. Some think the Fleece could still be here. As far as I know, no one's been inside the temple since that great storm so many years ago.
Somewhere on this island is the person we seek.
If only we came before the vanishing, you could have chosen between two members of Athena's bloodline. Twins.
Twins.
The High Priestess Medusa and her brother Perseus, the Temple Guardian. Both young and beautiful and full of promise, the pride of Kithra. But they vanished along with the rest. The one we seek would have to be many generations removed from those siblings.
The sooner we start looking, the sooner we'll finish. Come.
Statues, like in Pan's tale. Who would put these in such a place?
Could it be a warning
Of what?
of whatever caused the Kithrans to disappear?
Over there! Look!
Are you the judge? The village is ahead.
I didn't hear that girl approach. That girl left no tracks.
If there are people here, we might see the temple yet. It's a fascinating piece of architecture, a melange of influences.
They're waiting for you.
These statues show an attack, but it doesn't make any sense. If the Kithrans were killed in an invasion, who would have made the statues? The people who killed them?
Here, come. This is what you must do.
Who are you?
My name is Strixa. I was chosen to deliver the message. This is the Ring of Virtues. This is what you must do.
Where is everyone? Where are the other villagers?
I'm not alone. Everyone is here. They've been waiting for you. You've already seen the others.
The statues?
Yes, the Dark Ones came in the night. We were defenseless. We could not stand against them.
The Dark Ones did this? Turned the people into statues?
No, she did. To keep us safe until the virtues could be restored. That's why we've been waiting. For you.
Who are the Dark Ones? Do you mean the Dark Statues?
Their hearts are black, but not as black as what lies in the temple. Darkness took the light away, stole it in the night. You must make the virtues shine again.
I don't understand. What virtues do you speak of?
You know, don't you? You tell him.
We are standing in the Ring of Virtues, Jason. The 5 smaller circles at the edges represent the 5 virtues of Athena: wisdom, justice, discipline, courage, and humility. Last I was here, each of the virtue circles shone like a beacon of light. The people here believed the light would shine for as long as the virtues were honored on this island.
This is what you must do. Make the virtues shine again. Then the temple will be open to us all. Tell him.
She's right, Jason. The gate only opens after the Ring of Virtues is lit.
It's one thing to know what you hunt. It's another to know how. What must be done?
You must find and save the devout. 5 true believers. 5 virtues. Bring them home, and their virtue will light your path.
How will we know these believers who must be saved? Where can we find them?
They are here, in the village, in the swamps. They are waiting for you.
What are the 5 virtues?
Wisdom, justice, discipline, courage, humility. These are the beacons that will light your path.
Strixa, do you know if there is anyone still here who carries the blood of Athena?
The twins are trapped within, but whether they will be saved is a judgment not yet given.
What are the 5 virtues?
Wisdom, justice, discipline, courage, humility. These are the beacons that will light your path.
If these devout people are statues, how can they be saved?
Their time for waiting is over, now that you are here. When you near them, they will hear your call.
We will find your 5 virtuous Kithrins, and if they are in danger, we will save them.
Order from chaos, hope from despair, redemption from dishonor. The Dark Ones will try to stop you. And so it has begun.
Athena, help us!
Jason, the statues!
Stop!
Athena's grace, you've saved us. I knew our prayers would be answered.
Thank you, stranger. Who are you?
I am Jason. These are my companions.
The satyr? You've been here before.
Yes, long ago. You are Magistrate Minnow.
I am.
Menno, tell us what happened here.
They were Ionians. They attacked us in the night. Before we knew it, they were in the village. Before we could react, many were slaughtered. Some of our people fled into the swamps.
Ionians chased after them as well.
When all hope seemed lost, Athena delivered us, protecting us until one could arrive to stop this attack.
Have Ionians attacked before? Were they raiders?
That's what I thought at first. But they knew much of our village. I heard one of their captains shout orders to find and kill Perseus.
If they were simply raiders looking for plunder, how would they know his name?
Where are your defenses, your warriors?
We have none. Not after Phaedon disbanded the Temple Guard.
Phaedon?
A foreign prince and scholar. He is Medusa's advisor and consort.
Why did he disband the guard?
He said that true followers of Athena should trust in her protection.
The guard, he said, was a sign of a lack of faith.
Do you know what's happened inside the temple?
No, the gate is shut. The Ring of Virtues has gone dark. You must find our people and bring them home. Then, perhaps, the gate will open again.
Are Medusa and Perseus inside?
I can only assume so. Medusa lived in the temple. Perseus was with us in the village when the attacks occurred. But he ran inside to get the Spear of Virtue, hoping it would turn the battle.
A squad of Ionians followed him inside. The gate shut soon after that.
Where are your defenses, your warriors?
We have none. Not after Phaedon disbanded the...
Phaedon?
A foreign...
Why?
He said...
The guard, he said, was a sign of a lack of faith.
We must find and save more of your people. We saw other statues on the way here. Where else should we look?
There are still more here in the village, but I beseech you to also explore the swamps. My daughter Iona was keeping a vigil at a small shrine to Athena there.
Our healer, Cassia, is out there as well. She went to gather herbs for the sick. We have a small child racked with fever. Cassia must be found.
Stay safe here. We'll send any others we find back to the village.
You fulfill Athena's will. Return our people and my daughter Iona.
Athena protect you.
That was a wait to test any mortal's patience.
Indeed, Galen. Our thanks to you, young warrior. I am General Eratosthenes, leader of the Silver Order.
Mead! Bring me mead!
This is General Galen, and the fellow in the back is Lieutenant Dionysios.
The only one missing is General Ericos. That old fool.
What is the Silver Order?
A league of retired officers of the Temple Guard. Technically speaking, you witness an illegal gathering. Phaedon outlawed our order some time ago.
Damn foreigner disbanded the guard. Athena willing, he's long dead now.
Mead! I beg you! Mead!
Quiet, you!
Who is Ericos?
He's the eldest member of our order, a retired general.
When the Ionians came ashore, our girl Adelpha ran for the swamps. Ericus urged us to take up our arms and protect her, then cursed us all for cowards when we chose to stay here.
What can I say? We are old men. Our fighting days are behind us. He headed after her alone. He always was a proud one.
Oh, my head!
Enough, Dio! Friend, if you're headed for the swamps, keep an eye out for old Ericos.
You should be safe in the village. Farewell.
Where is Uncle? Where is Uncle? Wait for Uncle, Kiri. Wait by the virtues. Wait by the virtues. Sweep the floor, Kiri. Wait by virtues. Fish for dinner. Fish for dinner.
Adelpha, my dear, are you hurt?
No, Ericos. Are there any more?
You're safe for now. I am General Ericos. This is Adelpha, my charge. You are to be commended for your assistance in helping me put down the Ionian threat.
I was happy to help, General. There are people in the village again. Would you escort the young lady safely back?
Of course, young warrior. And if there are any Ionians between here and there, I've got plenty more to give them.
There aren't any Ionians between here and there, are there?
The way is clear. Stay to the path and go straight back.
Come, Adelpha. No one will stand in our way.
You're sure it's clear?
It will be once I'm done for Athena!
Why didn't Athena simply turn the Ionians into stone and spare the Kithrans?
Perhaps Athena believed everyone was culpable to some degree for the theft of the fleece.
How could you blame children, though?
Here, did proud Arachne hang herself after realizing the folly of her arrogance. The Weaver, whose skill was flawless but whose wisdom wasn't, chose to challenge Athena herself. Arachne wove a tapestry disrespectful to the gods. When compared to the noble work of Athena, Arachne could not bear her shame. Athena took pity on Arachne and turned her lifeless form into a spider.
Turned into a spider? Ugh, nasty things.
Humility is the basis of all virtue. Humility is the basis of all virtue. Wait by the virtues, Kiri. Uncle bring home fish for dinner. Uncle bring home fish for dinner.
The Nisiros say that great souls often live in troubled minds.
Courage is always a choice.
What are these things he keeps saying?
The tenets of the virtues of Athena. He may be simple, but he knows the virtues well.
Wisdom is the simplification of knowledge. Wait for Uncle. Wait for Uncle.
What is your name, lad?
Kiri. Kiri short for Kyrinos. Uncle says Kiri. Kiri says Kiri. Kiri short for Kyrinos. Discipline is the order that allows freedom. Kiri discipline. Wait for Uncle. Wait by virtues. Wait by virtues.
Where is your uncle?
Uncle Popo. Bring home fish for dinner. Humble Kiri must wait. Humble Kiri must wait. Humility is the basis of all virtue. Kiri, humility. Sweep floor, sweep village. Keep clean, keep clean.
You know your virtues well.
Kiri follows virtues. Athena blessed the small and great, small and great. Justice is the truth in action. Action. Sweep the floor and wait for Uncle. Athena watches all, watches all.
We must find this boy's uncle. He needs his guardian.
If his uncle is bringing back fish, the docks might be a place to look.
Ericos had his one last adventure. Thanks to you, he lives to boast about it.
Our business takes us elsewhere. Be well.
That was some battle we had. We must have slain 50 of those Ionians between us.
Bless Ericos, he means well. But thank Athena you arrived when you did.
Athena willing, you will find my daughter Iona, and we will restore this village.
Tell me more about your daughter.
Iona is the purest, most devout girl on all of Kithra. Apart from the High Priestess Medusa, of course. There is a small shrine in the eastern swamps. Nobody used it much. Iona felt that it was our duty to restore it. She went there every day to tend to the shrine and pray before it. I've never seen such discipline in one so young. She was there when the Ionians came. I pray she still is.
What can you tell me about Medusa and Perseus?
They had such promise. Medusa was as cunning as she was beautiful. She was truly touched by Athena. Her brother, Perseus, was a champion of righteousness, a hero for every Kithran boy. But things changed after Phaedon arrived. As his influence grew, so did Perseus's distrust. After a time, Perseus left the temple to live here in the village. Without her brother at her side, Medusa gave Phaedon more and more power. And we saw little of her after that.
Where did Strixa go?
Who?
The little girl. She was at the Ring of Virtues when you were restored. One of your people.
I don't know any Strixa, I'm sorry.
We'll find your daughter, Menno. Stay here in the village.
Listen, stranger. My end draws near. Let me go to Hades, an honest man, if not a good one. I am Nico. The guards are innocent. I used the idiot to summon them. Knew the one would take the bait. Planted the poison with the other. The coin's in my cellar. Diodorus, forgive me.
Men rarely waste their dying breaths.
Perhaps someone in the village will know more of this.
These people were no match for the Ionians. Athena certainly saved many of them, but there must have been a better way.
I wonder if the gray-eyed goddess felt too close to the people here to serve as an unbiased judge.
Ah, that's better. Much obliged, sir. I'm Marinos.
I am Jason. You should head back to the village now. It's safe there.
But look at the state of my meadworks. No, I must salvage what I can. Does Dionysilio still live? Be hard to replace his spice trade.
He's alive and well, relatively speaking. He's with the other generals back in the village. He's eager to speak with you.
I bet he is. Well, one skin of mead survived Athena's intervention with me. I'll go pay him a visit.
Athena, save me!
The magistrate's daughter!
Protect her!
I thank you, stranger. You have saved this shrine.
I was more concerned with your safety.
Our duty is to live by the virtues. What happens to us after that is Athena's charge. The years have not been kind to this shrine. I have much work to do to restore it.
Iona, you have a more pressing obligation. You must go back to the village. The Ring of Virtues has gone dark. I've been asked to bring the people of Kithra home.
The virtues do not shine? We must atone. I will return at once.
Go straight home, Iona. Stop for nothing.
I thought before this transformation was cruel, but I've changed my mind. What if you didn't come to Saria when you did, Jason? I'd have rather been turned to stone and waited for our victory than live on and watch the Nisiros leave Saria. We can make sure these people have not waited in vain.
Indeed, Atalanta. A noble thought indeed.
From this spot did the first settlers of Kithra gather wood from a lightning-split tree. They used that wood to erect a shrine to the gray-eyed goddess. Over the ages, that shrine of wood has grown into the marbled halls of the Temple of Athena. All great things grow from humble origins.
But all humble origins do not grow into great things.
Not harm these men. Watch your men. Come on, then.
Thank you. I am Pathanos, foreman of this mill. These are my men. Sorry. Give me a moment. My knees are still shaking.
You fought bravely, Pathanos.
To tell the truth, I've never been more afraid.
Without fear, there can be no courage. Overcoming fear is what makes one brave. What's your story, Pathanos?
Not much to tell. I run the mill, keep watch over these men.
You've done more than that. We owe our lives to Pathanos. He saved us from Phaedon.
All of us here were sentenced to death in Phaedon's court. Pathanos convinced him to put us to work instead.
I deserve no credit. It was Perseus's idea.
What were you men convicted of?
Oh, we are all brutal criminals. I was caught outside after curfew.
And I was overheard calling Phaedon a meddling outsider.
For such offenses, Phaedon and his judges decreed death.
You knew Perseus.
After Phaedon seized the temple, Perseus came and lived among the people in the village. He suggested I recruit convicts to work at the mill, to save them from Phaedon's perverted judgment.
What were you men convicted of?
Oh, we are...
For such offenses, Phaedon and his judges decreed death.
The village is safe now. You should bring these men back.
I think we should first secure the mill. We're going to need wood to rebuild, and lots of it. We'll be all right here. My thanks again to you.
He must have landed while we were in the swamps. Hurry, to his boat. We'll kill his crew and lay in wait.
I'll save you the wait.
There he is! Kill him!
Praise Athena! They say patience is a fisherman's best friend. But even patience has a limit. I am Polemon. Thank you for saving me.
Do you have a nephew, Polemon? A boy by the name of Kiri?
Kyrinos, is he well?
In a manner of speaking. He's waiting for you in the village, along with the others we've restored.
They must be famished. I can't go back empty-handed. Let me catch some supper.
Don't tarry long, Polemon. There is still danger.
I understand. Now, let's see if the fish are still biting.
An Isle of Judgment awaits its sentence. The Temple of Wisdom cries out for guidance. Wisdom, justice, courage, discipline, humility. These are the virtues that must be preserved.
How far to the temple, Pan? That seems a likely place to hunt our quarry.
The temple lies past the swamps, adjoined to Kithra village, beyond a great gate. If those gates are closed, we may have a hard time getting in. We shall see.
Praise Athena!
Now let us out, Sporus! I beg you!
You had your trial. The village may be saved, but you aren't.
Yes, Pyrrho, we were given what we were due.
It wasn't me! I swear!
What crime did these men commit?
Murder, sir. They killed their employer and stole his money. Facts were plain enough. Now, why don't you tell us where you hid the loot, and go to the underworld with a clear conscience?
I cannot tell you what I do not know.
And I told you you've already found all that I took!
All these years with a death sentence over your head, yet you still spite Athena's virtues?
These men are guards.
That's right.
How could you have known that?
Magistrate, go to Nico's house and check his cellar. Hurry. Let us know what you find.
As you say.
Bailiff, tell me the facts of this case.
Both these men, Comius and Pyrrho, served as private guards to Diodorus, a wealthy trader. One night, Diodorus's brother Nico came by to visit and found Comius hovering over Diodorus's dead body. During a search of Comius's house, we found the poison responsible. Then we searched Pyrrho's house and found some of the missing money. Clearly, they were working together.
These men didn't kill Diodorus. Nico did.
I told you!
Silence! How do you know, stranger?
We found Nico in the swamps, wounded by an Ionian spear. Before he died, he admitted to the crime.
It's true! Nico's cellar is full of coin! These men are innocent! Release them!
What do you know? But what about Pyrrho?
You heard him! Release me!
You said Diodorus was unconscious when you arrived. You might have saved him if you called for help. Instead, you left him there while you filled your pockets and ran off.
Well, Nico's the murderer, not me!
Jason, what do you say? What should be done with Pyrrho?
Pyrrho has had many years to think on what he did. Let him be judged by how he acts now.
Your words are wise. Sporus, release both these men.
Thank you, stranger. I'll never cross the virtues again, I swear!
You saved my life, but more importantly, you saved my honor. I thank you.
You've truly served justice here. Athena chose our savior wisely.
I have heard of what you've already done here. Athena has surely chosen you to bring justice to Kithra. I have tried to lead a disciplined life, but if this can happen, what is the point of discipline?
Tragedies can test the strongest faith.
My father, all of us, we failed. If we were more courageous, perhaps we could have driven off the invaders. If more wise, we could have seen them coming. If more disciplined, we would not have been so easily surprised. Sometimes, it seems the virtues are at cross purposes with each other. How do we choose between them?
virtues are not rules or edicts. They are examples. They are guides to be contemplated and followed. You must choose your own path. The virtues merely light the way.
You are wise indeed, Jason. Athena chose well. I will think on what you've said. May Athena bless you always.
Wait for Uncle! Wait by virtues! Athena's watching.
Kyrinos, your uncle Polemon is on his way. He says to wait a little longer.
Yes, Kiri, wait! There is wisdom in doing what wisdom says. Kiri, wait for Uncle here! Kiri, wait for Uncle here! Discipline is the order that allows freedom.
Kiri, there's a good boy.
Uncle! Kiri, wait like you said! Kiri, wait like you said!
Good lad. Thank you, all of you. I'll watch over Kiri now. We'll make a fire, Kiri, and cook these fish. People will be hungry.
Sweep the floor, Kiri. Fish for dinner. Fish for dinner.
Demetria, it's all right. Rest now. Please, you must find the healer Cassia. She went to the swamps to find herbs.
Poor thing.
We thought it was just a case of bog ague, but her fever wouldn't break. We had lost all hope when we heard Cassia had come from the temple to see her.
Is that unusual?
Cassia is the High Priestess Medusa's personal healer. She is not obligated to treat any of us in the village. And yet, she came, and then went herself into the swamps to fetch herbs.
Eleni, what do you think we'll find if we can get inside the temple?
Medusa and her advisor, Phaedon, govern the temple. The priests and philosophers there are loyal Phaedon men. Athena willing, Perseus is also safe inside. He ran there just before the gates closed to fetch the spear of Athena.
You don't care much for this Phaedon.
I know the High Priestess has placed her trust in the man, but he's not from Kithra. He doesn't seem to care about the people. The temple and the village used to be very close. The priests used to bring the golden fleece to the Ring of Virtues and hear petitions from the people. But Medusa stopped that, at Phaedon's word.
What reason could he give to stop the Fleece petitions?
He claimed using the fleece to solve our problems showed we didn't trust Athena.
Even if Perseus did make it back before the gates closed, what could one man have done?
Perseus bears the blood of the goddess. In his hands, the spear of Athena is mighty.
You don't care much for this.
He does. The priest, but he claimed using the fleece to solve our problems showed we didn't trust Athena.
Wait here. We'll find Cassia and bring her back.
Thank you. I was hoping you'd find me out here.
You were aware of our presence?
In a sense. In Athena's sanctuary, we could feel the passage of time, but not as you do. Others who have come, we see only as passing shadows. But you are clear to us. As you approached, I could see fully again. I'm glad you came when you did. Not for my own sake, you understand, but for the child's.
Eleni is with the girl now.
Then Demetria is in good hands. But I must hurry back. The girl's fever must be broken soon, or it will kill her.
Cassia, do you know what's happened in the temple?
Not since I left to tend to Demetria. I was serving as the High Priestess Medusa's personal healer. So I have seen firsthand the changes that have occurred in the temple since Phaedon arrived. Changes to our laws, our customs, and to Medusa herself.
What were the changes to the law?
Before, we had a system of laws that were established so that everyone would know them. Phaedon gave more powers to the judges, allowing them to decide cases as they personally saw fit. Of course, Phaedon often sits as judge himself.
How did Phaedon influence your customs?
The temple and the village were once closely joined. The priest would often come to the Ring of Virtues and speak with the people directly. They would even bring the Fleece there and use it to heal the suffering. Phaedon stopped all that. Ordinary people are no longer allowed in the temple, and the Fleece is not allowed out.
What happened to Medusa?
Medusa was always a bit vain. Athena, forgive me for saying so. It is her great weakness. Phaedon played to that vanity. He feeds her constant flattery. She was once serious and concerned about her station and the people. But more and more, she has ceded her authority to Phaedon, while she spends her days in idle amusement.
Go, Cassia. Return to the village where it's safe.
I will. I just pray I'm not too late to save Demetria. There, child. How does that feel?
Better. It's not as hot anymore.
You've done it, Cassia. Thank you. Thank the herbs, not me. Or this man and his friends, or yourself for that matter, for pointing them to me. Without you all, I'd still be in the swamps.
Cassia, it was your skill that saved the child.
Is she not humble? Oh, Cassia, I'm afraid I still have much to learn to share your virtue.
Worry not, Eleni. No matter who you are, life will freely provide you many lessons in humility.
Jason, on behalf of Kithra Village, I want to thank you. You have restored not just the Ring of Virtues, but our people as well.
It was Athena's will that you be saved. Now, our business lies in the temple.
Be careful. Ionians followed Perseus inside before the gates closed, and Phaedon may still be there as well.
Anyone else still thinking about that little girl? Strixa. That was it. What happened to her?
I have a feeling we'll see her again.
What do you mean?
Ahead lies the Temple of Athena, sanctuary of the Golden Fleece. Praise and glory to Athena the bright-eyed, Athena the virgin, Athena of the city.
Why does a temple need to be so large? The Nisiros prefer to pray in nature, out in the forest, or near the water's edge. The last place I'd want to speak to my gods would be among the cold stones of such a place.
Temples are often more than just places to pray, Atalanta. They are where people gather to share news, or discuss their concerns, or decide important matters. At some temples, people receive healing or take part in sacred ceremonies, such as marriage or sacrifice.
I suppose. Still, seems like they could do all that in a smaller space.
These panels tell the story of the origins of the Golden Fleece. When this temple was first built, Athena herself inspired the artists. Would you like me to narrate?
Tell us the tale, Pan.
As you wish. When Zeus claimed dominion over land and sky, not all of the vanquished Titans were sent to Tartarus. Those who did not oppose Olympus were spared, including the brothers Prometheus and Epimetheus. These artful brothers were charged by Zeus to create both man and beasts to populate the new Olympian world.
Continue, Pan.
Epimetheus worked first and created the beasts. He gave to each their qualities. The birds were given flight. The bear was made strong. The horse swift. The peacock beautiful.
And then?
Prometheus then set about creating man, only to discover all the good qualities had been given to the beasts. Man would be a flawed creation. But to make up for this, Prometheus gave him two great gifts: an upright form in the image of the gods, and knowledge of fire, stolen from Olympus. With these gifts, Prometheus knew man would gain superiority over the beasts and the birds and the fish.
What happened next?
Epimetheus was jealous of his brother's craft, not wishing to be judged the lesser by Zeus. And so he made one more beast, taking back all the qualities from the others and giving them to this new creation. When he was done, there stood a magnificent golden ram. Epimetheus boasted that man was inferior to his creation in every way.
What of this next panel?
Crafty Prometheus suggested they bring their two creations together to better judge their qualities. Prometheus knew that despite two great gifts, man also had vices, among them jealousy and a hunger for power.
Vices shared by centaurs as well.
Go on.
When the two were placed together, the man quickly saw that the ram was beautiful, potent, and completely trusting. Seeing this, the man fashioned a spear, slew the ram, and took its hide, which he then wore as a proud raiment.
The ram's hide is the Golden Fleece.
As old as mankind, a symbol of both his vice and his virtue.
So would the golden ram be considered the first hunt?
Continue, Pan.
The Titan brothers were sent to Tartarus, Prometheus for stealing fire, and Epimetheus for creating the ram. The gods of Olympus then argued about what to do with the fleece. Zeus wanted to destroy it, but Hermes believed it should remain in the world to ensure everything done could be undone. Ultimately, a compromise was reached. The fleece would remain in the mortal world, provided it was kept under the care of wise Athena.
Hermes would be the one to argue in favor of the fleece.
And then?
And so the fleece was kept here at Athena's temple on Kithra, guarded by her priests. Athena gave a drop of her divine blood to her first high priest as a boon to assist in this sacred duty. And so the bloodline of Athena was established.
There's a lesson for us all in that tale. Well done, Pan.
The pleasure is mine.
An interesting tale, though no mention of women, I notice. If it was a woman placed before the ram, her ego would not have been so threatened, I think.
Come, let's go.